Good evening traders, and welcome back to TradesFX. It is Sunday the 4th of February 2024 and the time is 10 past 10 p.m. UK time. Traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you've had a great weekend. Hope you've spent your weekend improving on your craft, back testing, looking over your old trades, all those kind of things, which is going to help you to become a better, more profitable trader. Now traders, hope you're well. The reason for this video is I'm going to show you a video or a series of videos that I actually shot of a trade that I took last year. Now, because last year was more about trading and less about uploading videos to YouTube, I didn't get to upload this trade. It's a long-term trade. It's a trade that played out over a few months, okay, and it's a trade that bagged me well in excess of 400 pips. Now, the reason I've decided to upload this trade is because it exemplifies my trading style, okay, and the patience that I have to have when I'm trading on these slower moving charts. Now, me being a longer term, I'm a bit of a hybrid trader because I will trade long term. Some of my swing trades can turn out to be long term trades because I see potential in the bigger moves sometimes when I'm looking at the sentiment and I'm looking at the fundamentals. And I don't think, unless the fundamentals change, that I necessarily need to jump out of a trade. However, that doesn't get past the fact that you need to have some sort of a target to aim for. So what this trade shows you, and the pair that I'm talking about is the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, let me go into the chart here. Let me show you where we currently are in this pair. Okay, this is where we currently are in this pair. Okay, now here, this arrow is the area where I entered this trade. Okay, now what you will see is that I took one shot at the trade, okay, which turned out to be a loss, and I was looking to go short in this area here, and I got taken out for a loss. Now, I then took a second shot at the trade, which is where the trade becomes successful. Unfortunately, however, and this is what really gutted me last year, the first video I deleted accidentally. So when you come into this trade, when you come into this video, you'll come in at me already taken the loss, already made some profit, and are just about to take first profits. But it doesn't matter, guys. These things happen when you're trading live. Okay, what I want to show you, here's part of the recording now. Where's it gone now? 1 second there. Let me just find the recording. Okay, so I found the video. Let me just jump into it very quickly just so you can see what's going on here. So here we are. Okay, as you can see down here by the date in the corner here, it's a 20th of 6/23. And when I start this trade going, you'll see that date even better. And this is what I was saying back then when I was talking about the trade that I entered. Here's where I took the loss. Okay, and here's where I re-entered. Okay, and there is the first profits being taken. Let's just give you a snippet of the video, just so you can see what I was saying this time last year. Here we go. This bar here, as you can see by the arrow, is where I got in, and this bar here is where I was taken out. Okay, and I was short in this level here of supply above the market is where I was short. Now, I can actually remove that level of supply because price has actually blown through that level of supply now, hasn't it? Which invalidates that level of supply. But guys, you watch me pick out another level here on the daily chart. You watch me stay calm. So at this point, I didn't even realize that I deleted the video. So I'm talking as if I've got the video sat on my computer here waiting for me to upload. So traders, hope you enjoy this video. Hope you enjoy this series of this trade here. Okay, and just keep an eye on what's going on. Just keep an eye on the words I use. Just keep an eye on what I'm doing. And let's just enjoy this trade. Guys, welcome to TradesFX. Hope you enjoy the trade. Good evening traders, welcome to TradesFX. It's currently Tuesday, the 20th of June 2023, and the time is 4 minutes to 8 p.m. here in the UK. Traders, I've just got one thing to show you. Look at that, traders. That's just a thing of beauty. And guys, it feels so good for me to be saying, not to be saying, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the new channel. This is us relogoed, rebranded, new format for you. This is Trades of X, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the family. Hope you're going to enjoy the new format that we're putting out. And traders, this logo is, for me, a thing of beauty. It just is. It's bold, it's colourful, and in the second half of 2023, that's hopefully what I aim to be with this channel. Now, guys, how's your trading been going? If you need to get help as a trader, come across, subscribe to the channel. You will know that in the past I used to be called, or this channel was called, Whore Trader UK. Okay, that name had certain issues with it. You could never find it on YouTube. You could never find my my website, just because the name was very, very similar to another organisation here in the UK, a much bigger organisation than mine. So they had much more power on social media than me. So you just couldn't find it. Well, TradesFX is my name. That's my name, and I've pulled it out of the ether. So, guys, let's get into the trade. Let's go into the pair that I want to talk to you about, and it is the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Now, in the earlier videos, in fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to reduce this. I'm going to get rid of the studies at the bottom there, the MACD, just to give me a bit more room on the chain. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're here on the daily chart of the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay. Now, you've already watched me in the earlier videos take a loss in this trade. I mentioned to you that I'm bearish the Australian dollar, Canadian, and bullish the Canadian dollar. So as far as this pair is concerned, I was looking for price to go down. Now, these arrows here denote the bars that I got in on. Let's probably best to go down to the 4-hour chart. That's better. Now, this bar here, as you can see by the arrow, is where I got in, and this bar here is where I was taken out. Okay, and I was short in this level here of supply above the market is where I was short. Now, I can actually remove that level of supply because price has actually blown through that level of supply now, hasn't it? Which invalidates that level of supply. But guys, you watch me pick out another level here on the daily chart. You watch me stay calm. You watch me wait. You watch me logically think about where I could get it back into this market, because my fundamental bias and the sentiment had not changed. You watch me here, guys, live, and you're watching me here again live on the 20th of June, I think it's about 4 or 5 days later, telling you about the fact that we've attained first target. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I showed you that I had down at this line was where I was going to take 50% of my profits. Now, if you look at this figure here, just go back and watch the initial video just before this, or go early in this video. No, go and watch the other video and you'll see that I entered with a lot size double to this. Okay, and I've since taken half of the position off. Now, we made, when price was down here, it was something like 122 pips. So we've made 122 pips on the first half of the position, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, the question is, can price get down here? Which is now 400 on the second half of the position, some 300 and odd pips away. Okay, because all in all, if price gets to here, we will have made 463 pips on the second half of the position. So let's wait and see what happens, traders. What I can now do is remove this, can't I? Because I've already taken my 50% off of the table. We can't lose in this trade now, traders, because basically I've taken a 2-to-1 out of this market. Let's say, for argument's sake, price does rebound. Go through my entry point and go up to my stop and take me out. What I will be left with is a 1-to-1 on half of the position. So I can't lose, but ideally that's not what I want to happen. So traders, I've been here 5 minutes now, just wanted to show you where we are in this trade. Let me just go down the time frame and let's just have a look at what's going on. Now, here's something for you. This candle here is quite, in my opinion, is quite a bullish candle. On the 4-hour chart, let's have a look at what it looks like on the hourly chart. Doesn't look like much on the hourly chart. But on the 4-hour chart, this candle here, which is the candle where I took off 50%, is quite a bullish candle. So there is more. There's quite a chance that price could work its way back up here, okay, and get close to my stop. Now, if it does that, traders, what I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking at the sentiment, and I'm going to be looking at the fundamentals again. I'm going to look at them closely and make sure the fundamentals haven't changed, and to see if the sentiment still is bearish, this pair. That being the case, if I'm still fairly confident that price should go down, I may take another position in this pair. I may take another position because now we're only in for 0.5%. Okay, the risk is out of this trade. It was a 0.5% risk, and I've got no risk now. So I may well take a second trade in this market. But let's see what happens. Price may not go. Hopefully, what I'm actually hoping for is for price to just to plummet all the way down here. So traders, I'll leave it there. Catch you soon. Hope you're enjoying the new channel. Welcome to Trades FX, guys. Catch you soon. Good evening, traders, and welcome back to Trades FX. It is currently Friday, the 30th of June 2023, and the time has turned 4 minutes past 11 p.m. here in the UK. Traders, hope you've all had a great trading week. It's been a really interesting week here at Trades FX, and it's just really a catch-up, a little bit of catch-up here with a trade that I've been in all week, and I just wanted to show you where we are, just bring you up to speed with where we are in this trade. Now, it's Friday night, the markets are closed, and I'm just reviewing the trades that I'm in, the trades that I'm thinking of for next week. And you know, it's like a review. I'm reviewing the actions that I've taken, and I'm also looking at areas where I may have done the wrong thing, areas where I may have done the right thing. Because you're always going to make mistakes, traders, because, well, it's human nature, isn't it? But the idea is that you obviously want to be as good a trader as you can. So let me jump across into the charts. Let me just show you where we are and how this trade is actually going. Now, let me fatten up this screen a bit so we've got a full screen here, and we now can talk about this pair. Now, you can see here that I'm on the daily chart of the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Now, there's part of this trade which I'm really, really gutted about, actually, because I shot a video talking to you about why I entered this trade. Now, as you can see here by these two arrows, I've taken a shot at getting short this pair earlier on in the week, last week. Now, what has since happened is I've obviously been, as you can see, I went short in here and I've got taken out for a loss. But what I'm really gutted about is I shot a really, really good video of my reason to look to go short again. And this is exactly what I did up in here. Now, as you can see now, this trade has gone in my direction short some 247 pips. But it's the logic that I put into the video explaining to you why I was taking another shot. But what has since happened is in taking away, in deleting some of the files off of my charts from videos that I was shooting and made an error in or just couldn't use, I deleted it. And I can't tell you how gutted I am, because it just gives you some context into what happened in here. Both the loss and both the re-entry, and look at what's happened since. I've tried all kinds of software to load onto my computer to try and find that file. It's gone. So in the video that I've shot of me entering this trade, okay, you will see me telling you that you saw me talk about this. You saw me give you the logic as to why I'm entering. Ignore that, guys. You didn't see that, because I deleted it and I can't find it anymore. So that really, really gets to me. That's the only part of shooting these videos that, you know, can go wrong. But anyway, that aside, you can see here We are 247 pips up. We're still in this trade, and we're, this is our take profit. So the question is now, is there anything for me to do here? Well, not really, guys, because we've moved a long way, and at some point I'm expecting some kind of a correction in this pair. It may be a deeper correction. It may go all the way back up here, at which point I may look to sell this market again if the sentiment is still the same. However, I don't think so. I actually think that this has been such a strong move that price won't actually make its way all the way up to there. If it does go up there, we could get a 50%, 61.8 fib retracement. So what I also like about this trade is this here. I like the fact that price has broken this level here. Okay, this wick in here is, for me, is a significant level, because if price was going to hold and bounce back up, I think it was going to be here. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes when price breaks a level like that, that could actually be the trigger for price to go back up and test the highs again. But as I said earlier, I don't think so. But I'm feeling quite strong in the fact that, we've broken that level. We held below that level for 4 hours in this 4-hour bar here. Okay, and we've since now sold off a little bit more. Now let me go down to the 4-hour chart. So let me just show you, let me just give you a little bit of context as to what's happened in the previous video that I deleted. This is where I got in, okay, and I was calm. You won't see this, but I was calm, I was collected, and I made another entry in this bar here, and it's just fantastic trading. Okay, it just really is. So I'm happy with the way this trade's gone so far. Let's see if we can't make it down to our second take profit, at which point I'll shoot another video. But this is just a catch up, traders. I'll catch you really soon. Take care, traders.